$61,000. Bitcoin is hovering right around that range as of the time of me making this video, and people are feeling pumped. People are getting excited as we see Bitcoin nearing closer and closer to the all-time high, right around that $69,000 price level. And a big question is, how soon could we hit that? Well, let's go ahead and talk about some different key elements here in this video. I'm also going to be having a link down in the description below to the article in reference. And with this market being as hot as it is, we're seeing volume increases, which means that if you're looking to do maximum gains, people are looking at leverage trading. You can check out the crypto exchange Margex, and the beautiful thing is that there's no KYC. So if you want to get started, it only takes about 30 seconds to 1 minute to create an account. And it's available in many different regions. If it's not available in your region, there are people that use VPNs to get around that. I'm not saying you guys should do that. This exchange has anywhere from 5x up to 100x leverage. They have a good collection of cryptocurrencies already available. They do add a little bit more from time to time. They have copy trading. They also have staking. I just did a more in-depth video on my channel the other day. So if you guys want to check that out, I'll also include a link to that in the description below, but I did just upload that yesterday. So let's go ahead and take a look here on the price charts. So Bitcoin just now passed $61,000 as of the time of me recording the video, heading to that $69,000. If we zoom out a tad bit here, we're actually going to move this over from the day chart to the 1 week chart. And looking back historically in November of 2021, we're right around that $69,000 level. But the nice thing is that with the Fibonacci retracement, you guys can see that we broke through this key level, this red zone, starting at the 0.236 on the Fibonacci, and already getting close to that halfway mark. So people have been looking forward to trying to make that climb back to the previous all-time high, break that into the price discovery zone, heading towards not just $70,000, but a key psychological level, which is $75,000. So how close are we right now? There is some potential opposition. So as we're getting closer to the $69,000 level, there's so much on gains in the daily that there's a possibility we could see some big whales decide to take some profits, push it back a little bit, cause people to cool down before we start to see that momentum climb up once again. And that's something that is openly discussed here through the CNBC article. And again, we're going to be talking about that in just a moment here. So as it is right now on the weekly, things are looking absolutely beautiful, but I want to move over to the daily. And a big reason is that on the daily here, we can see with my technical analysis indicator bot, this is something that if you want to get, you can find a link to that through the description below to my Patreon, and you can integrate this in with your TradingView very easily. This is showing that on the daily, we're just now getting a suggested long position. So recently there was some consolidated action taking place. It was saying, hey, like this might look like a short position, started to make that climb up. And lo and behold, here we are. We break above that Fibonacci retracement I was talking about. And look at how nicely it lines up with this point on this candle too. So again, suggesting a long position, looking more long-term. There might be some pullback here in the shorter time span. But right now, it just broke 61,350, 380. Like this thing is climbing. This thing might hit $62,000 before I even finish this video. And if this does decide to come back down, we're looking at a support level off of the Fibonacci retracement right around $56,700. So we move over here to the CNBC article, and it says Bitcoin jumps above 60,000 for the first time since November of 2021. Bitcoin continued its surge on Wednesday, shooting above $60,000 for the first time since November of 2021. The price of the flagship cryptocurrency was last higher by 6% at $60,688, according to Coinmetrics. Earlier, it rose as high as $60,734.42. It's now sitting just below its all-time high of $68,982.20. With the record in clear sight, the market is even more motivated to see that level retested. Bitcoin has soared more than 18% this week alone after a week-long pause of this year's rally. It's now up more than 40% for 2024. And Tony Trenchev, co-founder of crypto exchange Nexo, said to expect some resistance as Bitcoin nears $69,000, but that breaking through 60,000 should whet the appetite of investors who've sat this year's rally out, particularly retail investors. According to JP Morgan, their interest in crypto has rebounded this month after a pause in January. Investors are expecting it to set a new record this year after the launch of ETFs made the asset class more accessible to institutional investors, and with the network's upcoming halving event, which historically has set the stage for a major rally in the months that follow. Quote, we've always known that we need Bitcoin to get to a place where it's adopted and accepted on a mainstream level, and now the doors have been opened up for that to happen, said Joel Kruger, market strategist at LMAX Group. Quote, the economics of Bitcoin dictate that it should continue to drive higher. Specifically, the halving, an event mandated in the Bitcoin code, reduces a Bitcoin mining reward by half in order to limit the supply. The next halving is expected to take place in April, although Ryan Rasmussen, an analyst at Bitwise Asset Management, pointed out that thanks to ETFs, the demand for Bitcoin is far outpacing the supply already. Quote, we've only seen the tip of the iceberg, Rasmussen said, referencing the impact of ETFs. Institutional capital is still getting up to speed with Bitcoin ETFs, platform approvals, advisor education, client education. I expect a lot more demand is still under the surface and yet to be seen. The move gave a lift to Bitcoin-related equities. Crypto exchange Coinbase saw shares rise more than 5%, while Bitcoin proxy MicroStrategy jumped 8%. Popular miners CleanSpark and Marathon Digital added more than 4% each. So the thing is that this is looking absolutely beautiful right now, guys, with the price charts having passed above $61,000, working towards that previous all-time high of $69,000. And as we are right now, we're sitting right around that middle zone on the red level, so above the 0.236 to the all-time high, that Fibonacci retracement. And if we look at the RSI, it does suggest that we're in the overbought territory. But keep in mind, guys, that there's so many different new players that are coming into this. There's people that have been sitting on the sidelines, as was mentioned in that article. And we're seeing a lot of people also coming in from the institutional side with those Bitcoin ETFs showing more support. Historically, it's been talked about for years that when Bitcoin ETFs would come out, that would be a huge catalyst to cause another nice little pop, a nice little bull run. And we're seeing it happen as we're speaking. And again, that halving event is right around the corner. So the next question is, where is the all-time high going to be for this next cycle before the following halving event? So roughly the next 4 years. And as it is right now, a lot of people are thinking it's going to hit $75,000. It's going to see some pullback. And then from there, the next major target we're going to be looking at is trying to go to 100K. What do you guys think? Tell me your thoughts down in the comments below. Again, you can check out the crypto exchange, Margex. If you want to do that leverage trading while the market is hot, there's more volume, there's more opportunity during these times. Even if it pulls back, you can actually work on those short positions too. You can find that referral link, use my referral, get a nice little sign-up bonus, link down in the description below. If you're checking out more cryptos, you want to see what looks to be a hot play, you can check out the Patreon link to HG Access. This exclusive trading group is almost 2,000 members right now. You can find that link in the description as well. Thank you so much to my Patreon supporters for my channel. Double shout out thank you to We Love Victor Vegas and Worlza Rizvi for being higher level patrons. Thank you to my YouTube members for your support. God bless. We'll see you in the next episode.